UNESCO says that more than 25% of people drink unsafe water. As world leaders met in New York to discuss how to fix the world's water problem, a study said that 2 billion people need clean water to drink and 3.6 billion people don't have good sanitation. The study found that people in northeast China, India, and Pakistan needed help getting enough water. Every year, 2 to 3 billion people go without water for at least 1 month, which puts their jobs, food stability, and electricity at risk. Number of people living in cities who don't have enough water will double from 930 million in 2016 to between 1.7 billion and 2.4 billion by 2050, with India being the hardest hit. The Asian Development Bank said that almost 500 million people in the Asia-Pacific region don't have access to clean water, and by 2030, water demand is expected to rise by 55%. This is what happened when the United Nations 2023 Water Conference started on World Water Day. At the conference, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary-General of the United Nations, talked about how overuse, bad use, and climate change hurt water supplies. He said that climate change action and water sustainability go hand in hand, and he called for more money to be spent on water, sewage, and climate change action. The goal is to get people to make promises through a volunteer water action agenda. The US has promised to spend $49 billion on investments in water and sewage at home and around the world. These investments will focus on fair, climate-resilient ways to create jobs, protect public health, stop fights, and deal with climate change and natural disasters. The UNESCO study shows how much work needs to be done to meet the Sustainable Development Goals for clean water and sewage by 2030. Each year, $600 billion to $1 trillion would need to be spent to reach these goals. According to the study, population growth, changes in the economy, and changes in how people use water all lead to more water being used around the world. 70% of the world's fresh water is used by agriculture, while only 19% is used by industry and energy. 80% of the water pollution in the world comes from garbage that hasn't been cleaned. Higher temperatures and heat waves make more people want water, worsening the water issue. The paper warns that climate change will worsen water shortages in places that already have them and make seasonal shortages worse in places with plenty of water. Droughts and floods caused by climate change hurt the environment and the business. Experts say that water management and facilities should be completely changed to deal with climate change. The United Nations Water Conference is a chance to focus on water resilience and make a plan for managing water ready for climate change.